Hey guys, back here with another video, this time going over the academy and your soldiers and how to rank them up, how to get better soldiers, and what you should be doing with your logistics. So if you guys remember in my last video, in the perk guide, I went over how basically higher ranked soldiers have access to both more perks and better perks. And so having higher ranked soldiers is almost always better to have, but I didn't inform you guys and tell you guys how to actually get those better soldiers, and that's here in the academy. So when you click on the academy here, you can see all the classes that you have unlocked with all the soldiers in each class. So as an example here, you can see I've got my tanker class, and these guys that are kind of got a red background, that's because they're not leveled up, so they can't go to the academy, because the way the academy works is you're going to choose 3 soldiers of the same rank that are max leveled. So for example, they've gotten to the max level they can, and then you're going to send them to the academy. They're all going to train together, and in some sort of horrifying battle royale situation, 2 of them will be removed from your troop list, and 1 will come back as a higher rank soldier. So as a quick example here, if I want to, I'm going to look at my tankers here. I'm going to send Tony Steele, Joe Boyd, and Israel Clayton. And then I'm going to have a little training time. You can see how long the training time is going to take here, 5 minutes. The higher rank you're going to have, the longer it's going to take. So for example, 3 1-stars takes 5 minutes. 3 2-stars takes about 2 hours. I believe that 3 3-stars takes like 8 hours or 6 hours or something like that. It starts scaling up and starts taking longer and longer. And you'll see that I will get a soldier rank 2 of one of these 3 guys. And the important thing here is, again, you're going to lose your 2 other soldiers. Now, you do keep the gear that the soldiers had, but I've also had issues in the past where I've lost those soldiers' gear as well. So, in my opinion, you should always be stripping your troops down and taking all their gear away before you send them to the academy, because sometimes you don't keep that gear, even though I'm pretty sure the developers want you to. I think there's just some bugs going on that makes you lose it. And even still, you don't want to have them locked in, because you can't go and edit these guys. You can't change soldiers in active training. So if you've got like guns that you don't have very many of them, you don't want them stuck in the academy where you can't actually use them. So before you send your guys to the academy, strip them down, take all their gear away, and then send them into the academy to fight to the death. So we can see here now that the academy has finished training our tankers here. So we'll see who will come out on top, who will become the rank 2 driver. Place your bets now, folks. Finish. And it is Tony Steele. Of course it is Tony. The last name like that, how could he have lost? But if we go here, we now see that Tony is a 2-star, no perk soldier. Now let's talk about logistics here, guys, because logistics is another thing that people have been asking me a lot about. What do I do? How do I spend my weapon orders, so on and so forth. So first things first, weapon orders, you get a new weapon order every 3,000 campaign experience and a new troop order every 3,000 campaign experience as well. And these rotate back and forth. So you'll get a weapon order, you'll get a troop order. You get a weapon order, you go to troop order. So those will go kind of flip-flop, back and forth. Now, troops are very, very simple. When you open a troop reinforcement, you get a soldier from the classes you have unlocked, anywhere from tier 1 through 5. So if we click this, we'll see what happens. We've got Andrew Sweeney, who is a 1-star flame trooper, Mark Molina, a 1-star fighter pilot, and finally Jimmy O'Brien, seems like a weird way to spell O'Brien, but sure, and 1-star trooper. Now, 1-stars normally suck. I really just don't keep 1-stars at this point in the campaign, because I am at campaign level 12 here. Don't really think it's worth keeping them, because really you can unbox enough of these to get tier 2 soldiers. And so I would recommend just sending your 1-star reserves to the gulags, sending them away. So if we go down here, Lawrence Lawson here, he's a 1-star bomber. We're just going to send him to the rear, and we keep that Piat and the gun. It will just send it to our gear reserves. Now let's talk about weapon deliveries. Weapon deliveries are a little bit different the way they work. Obviously, the screen is a little bit more complicated, but it really boils down to this. You've got these different loot boxes, and all of them have a premium gun or gun that's part of their box. It's like the highest ranked gun at that level. So for example, levels 1 to 3, the Lee Enfield is the highest ranked guns there. So we can get everything from campaign levels 1 to 3. And then once every 4 opens there, I'm guaranteed to receive a Lee Enfield number 4 Mark 1. Now this is really, really good if you're looking for a specific gun. So for example, with the M1 Garand, the gun that you should be looking for all the time, I've opened 24 of these boxes and you're guaranteed to receive a M1 Garand every 8 opens. So I've gotten 3 M1 Garands from this box, and I've also gotten more from it as well. But we also have the weapon and equipment delivery, excuse me. And what this does is it has every gun and every equipment piece that you have unlocked all shoved into one. So every time you open this, you're going to get a gun, and you're going to get some equipment, or you're going to get some spare parts, or whatever. You're going to get just something. And this is good because the equipment in this game, the utility it provides can be really, really powerful. I mean, grenades are going to be able to kill more soldiers faster than any rifle in the game, far and away. So getting more grenades, getting more explosive packs, getting smoke grenades to cross areas. In my opinion, Molotovs kind of suck, but you know, whatever. Molotovs are neat. Med kits, tools, all those things, spare parts for weapons. Opening the weapon equipment delivery box is never a waste of points. If you're not looking for a specific gun, this is absolutely something that you should be picking up to fill out your gear. I always try to make sure that all of my soldiers have a Mark II grenade, an explosive pack to deal with tanks, and a med kit to pick themselves up or heal themselves if they do get hit. That is my baseline, and once I have that for all my soldiers, then I start kind of branching out and start picking up maybe like this, or maybe putting some points into this to get a flamethrower, or putting some points into this, you know, whatever it is. You want to just make sure that your troops have enough gear to make it worth it. Now you can notice here, the higher rank campaign levels take 2 weapon orders. This, honestly, in my opinion, is way too grindy and costs way too much XP, because since we get a weapon order every other one of these, we have to open 14, excuse me, we have to open, we have to spend 14 weapon orders to get a guaranteed Bryn Mark III. And that is an absolute ridiculous amount of XP. That's like 60,000 plus XP. It's like 84,000, I think. Someone can check my math, but it is a ridiculous amount of XP. That's tons and tons of games, like 10 plus games just to get that much XP, to be hopefully guaranteed to get a Bryn. And so in my opinion, it's better to just be opening these, roll the dice. You know, most of the stuff from here, you're not going to be that upset about. Especially the Moscow campaign. I think the US campaign, there's more guns faster, so this is less valuable to pick up. But nevertheless, you're going to get equipment, you're going to get guns, you're going to get stuff that you want, and it's just kind of part of the grind. But that's not to say that this isn't, you know, good to do. If you want that specific gun that you're looking for, don't hesitate to save them up. Who am I to tell you what to do? Finally, guys, I want to throw this in here because this is another thing I just realized I haven't talked a lot about, and I think it is an important part. And it's when you upgrade your squads and how you should be upgrading your squads. So in my opinion, the first things that you should always be grabbing is this blue tree. Blue tree is the most important tree for the most part, because this is where you get bonus XP for your squads. You can see 15%, 35%, and 50% coming out to a net 100%. You also get squad size increases here, which makes your squads last longer in the field and can get more XP because you'll have more of them. And you can also unlock more slots to put in non-core soldiers into the squad. So for example, you can add some extra assaulters, some engineers, a flame trooper, and finally a gunner to the squads. Your personal upgrades or personnel upgrades are all ranks, so you can train higher ranks. There's always an inventory slot to carry more inventory items. 10% extra XP for the soldier class that the squad is. So for example, this is my assault squad, so this will give assaulters extra XP. And that's to give them more perks. That's what that's for. There's always a sidearm unlock. I don't think this is very important, except possibly for snipers. Secondary weapon slot can be pretty useful. Another inventory slot. And then down here, there is the soldier class veteran assaulter and assaulter veteran perks. I don't think this is implemented. I have had these on many classes, and I've yet to see a veteran perk. So I have no idea what the hell this means. I'm 99% positive at this point that this is just simply not implemented yet. And if anyone has seen anything, please comment down below. Let me know, because I would love to see that. And then finally, you have your workshop upgrades. These are really important depending on the gun. So for example, I really like the assault class and I like the guns. So I want to go down this tree and upgrade this tree to get a higher disassemble bonus and higher modified weapon stats, essentially. And depending on the class, it will change how many of these upgrades there are. So the assault has a lot of guns, has the M3, the M3A1, the Browning Auto 5. And so this will go all the way down to the M3A1. There's 27 total upgrades. But the gunner squad here has only got 9 because he only uses the Bren. So what this means is, depending on the gun, this is more important than others. So really, the Bren, you don't really need to upgrade this. If you really like a gunner squad, you really like using gunners, then go for it. It's a good upgrade. But like the the trooper, the Ross rifle, I don't know why you'd be using the Ross rifle when the Lee Enfield's in the game, or the M1 Garand for that matter. So I don't see a reason to upgrade this tree unless for some reason you really like the Ross rifle. But it is important for the M1 Garand. So as soon as you get this field signal battalion, guys, throw it in, get this maxed out, because I can tell you, I can guarantee you that you're going to be using the M1 Garand. You need to get this tree filled out so you can get a disassemble bonus and you can get higher ranked soldiers. You can see I didn't even bother to finish this tree. I did this for the XP and the soldier count, and then I went straight through this. So just make sure you guys are leveling up these squads. Start with the blue to get the XP so you level up even faster. Maybe pick up the workshop if it's the right gun and it's a gun you really enjoy. And if you want to put some soldiers in the academy, also don't forget to go through in the personnel tree to level up the soldiers themselves. If you guys do want to see live enlisted gameplay, come check me out over at twitch.tv/HeyQuadro. I stream Monday through Thursday from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. EST. We have a great time playing over there. Lots of jokes, lots of fun. I do play with viewers, so if you want to jump in, have some good teammates for once, then definitely join in the Discord. Come over to the stream, get involved with a great community. And once again, guys, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.